Hey, everybody. Sorry for the late post, but welcome back to Logically Speaking. And today I'm going to follow up on a second part two. My last episode, I discussed a prenuptial agreement. Today we're going to discuss postnuptial agreements or antenuptial agreements. Very similar to prenuptials, only difference or main difference is that the parties are married. They are not necessarily contemplating divorce. It's more or less a preparation. It's usually been some type of a life-changing event that has occurred or may occur, and couples would like the married couple would like to either protect their assets, guard against debts, specifically set up what will happen in case of inheritance with previous with children from a previous relationship, and also in case of divorce and or death. They want an outline of what's going to happen to their assets, businesses, inheritance, things of that nature. Just like a prenuptial agreement, a postnuptial agreement also requires a full disclosure of all of the parties' assets and liabilities. Just like a prenuptial agreement, the parties must sign in the presence of a notary. They should have independent counsel review their agreement and also sign in the presence of two witnesses not related to the parties. Unlike a prenuptial agreement, in a postnuptial agreement, you can set up a time-sharing schedule or determine some child support. Because a postnuptial agreement is anticipatory of parties separating in some form or fashion, you can delineate, what happens in case of separation, what the time-sharing schedule will be, or what the plan is when it comes to any minor children or dependent children of the married couple. Child support can also be included. However, it is not finalized or without the court until time of divorce or dissolution. So even though you may have an agreement that includes child support, that part of it may not stick, and you would still have to go to the court, and the court will need to approve that figure because it's best interest of the child at the time of the dissolution. So keep that part in mind when it comes to your postnuptial agreements. But alimony, yes, you can include alimony in a postnuptial like you can in a prenuptial. So situations in which most people get a postnuptial is that they are contemplating a separation and they've come to terms on the majority of their issues, preferably all of their issues, but they're not quite ready to file for divorce yet. So a postnuptial agreement is basically a guideline for them to be able to see where they are and what being separated and divorced looks like, what their future can potentially be in case of a amicable divorce. So highly recommend that you get a postnuptial and or prenuptial agreement, regardless of what your station or status is, so that way you and your spouse or significant other have a clear understanding of what it is you're looking for or looking into when it comes to marriage, especially here in the state of Florida. So I hope that information is helpful, and stay tuned for our next episode of Logically Speaking. And again, feel free to give us a call at Olivero Law if you have any questions or need to discuss any of your family law matters. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.